What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Another hand of the day for you. Today is September 9th, 2025. In this one, I had a nice healthy chip stack and lost about 90% of it in this hand. And we're evaluating the river mostly. And I want to know, could you have folded on this? Let's dive in. All right, time to suffer with me. Let's talk about how this one went down. So on the button with ace queen offsuit, 60 bigs, awesome. Middle stages of a tournament. Not really close to the money yet, I don't think. And it folds around to the cutoff, who is a pretty aggressive player. You guys can't see these stats, but raises 31% of hands. That's wild. Plays 29% of hands, also wild. Also, this is notable. Won at showdown after a river bet. Only 2 out of 5 times. Translation, bluffs a lot on the river. That's 5 hands, but 2 out of 5. You know, something to pay attention to. Anyway, this opponent decides to raise off their 48 bigs, and we're not going to do anything but call with ace queen off. See, it's just too good. You're playing on the button. You're going to be in position. You can raise some of these worse offsuit aces, and then you raise your big hands, big pairs, big suited aces. But you're mostly calling all your other stuff. So we call. And then the big blind only has 11 chips. Decides to just call. So we go to the flop with 7.5 in the pots. Oh, this is a new cool feature on GTO Wizard. We can now do multi-way hands. We have to type in a little bit of information, so bear with me for a second. Just got to update everybody's stacks. Almost there. All right. And here we go. Okay, ace jack 3 rainbow flop. Big blind should check everything if they have a brain. They do. Cutoff could bet a decent amount here, I bet. But probably should be playing it pretty cautiously, which is correct. They should be checking 80% of their hands. And that's what they do. Now, I think we're betting this a lot. I'd say 60% or more. Oh, no, not even close. I was way off. So we're going to bet cautiously, only 25% of the time. And we're going to bet our best aces and mix in probably some draws that we would bet. Yes, like queen 10 suited's a gut shot. Jack 10 is second pair with a draw, backdoor draw. And then we can mix in some suited hands with backdoors as bluffs. These are good bluffs down here because they don't have any value, showdown value. I don't know about this size, 5 into 7.5. I did 2.5. Let's evaluate what GTO Wizard thinks if I add that as an option. It thinks, yeah, it likes that actually. Look at that, I'm smarter than GTO. Man, what a goofball. Big blind gets out of the way. Now it gets weird. Cut off raises now. Raise is kind of small. Raises from 2.5 to 7. Okay. Ace king for sure would do this. Ace queen would do this. We don't have, or they don't have it. Ace jack would do this. I think some suited hands would do this. I think some sets would do this. So they got A few bluffs, not a ton. So I don't love it, but I don't think I can fold. And GTO says don't fold yet. Kind of in hell. But if you got an ace, you're calling. If you got some good backdoors, you're calling. So we call and we're not loving anything that's happening. Now the 10 of hearts hits. Now we lose to king, queen. We lose to ace 10. I don't think ace 10 would have raised though. And now they're going to keep going. So this time they bet half pot-ish, 55%. They are doing this with what? Good backdoor or good draws. So king 10, queen 10, queen jack. So second pair with a big time draw. Set of jacks. So now all of a sudden they got a lot of bluffs. King jack. King queen were beat. Kings is surprising. But I guess because yeah, you got pocket kings plus if you hit a queen, you get a straight. So now all of a sudden they got a lot of bluffs. Which kind of sucks. Let's look at filters and see what they're betting here. So they got straights and sets for sure. But look at all these under pairs, second pair, third pair. So there's a ton of bluffs all of a sudden in their range, which sucks because we can't fold now. Excuse me. Let's see here. Ace queen off just has to call. So we call and hate our lives. And now an 8 comes in, which means none of the draws complete. I don't think you have, well, yeah, no draws complete. So they jam. Now what? Let's look at their all-ins. 23% straights, 9% sets, 14% two pair. What is that? 23, 33, half their hands basically beat us. And the other half are just toast. So, ace queen off, heart and a spade. Heart and a spade can actually fold a lot. And I think the reason that the ace of hearts can fold a lot, right? Yeah, ace of hearts can fold a lot, probably because we are blocking their bluffs when they don't have the ace of hearts. I don't know why ace of hearts, queen of spades specifically can fold 73% of the time. That'll be a question for my coach. But given the fact that this opponent has bet on the river 5 times and been good twice, I just felt like I have to call. What would you do? Could you fold? Top pair, second kicker on a pretty friggin' draw heavy board? I'd love to hear it. If you can find a fold here, talk to me. Talk to me about why. Because obviously I need that lesson. Called it off. They had ace jack, two pair. Flop two pair when we flop top pair. Poker, you suck sometimes. But maybe I should have gotten away from this. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments. All right. See you guys next time.